Hey guys, today we're gonna talk about the new nightmare mode that's coming out in I don't know, like a few days or so, like fucking 12, 13, no, not 12, in like 17 days. Today we're gonna talk about the new nightmare mode. In the nightmare mode or endless mode trailer, we can see a few towers. A lot of people already know this, but those towers are, from what I can know, only Golden Jug, John, and Cybernico EDJ. Cybernico EDJ isn't really a tower, but it's a skin for a tower, so that explains it. And in the trailer, we can also see a ton of new enemies, which I will be covering today. Somewhere around the middle of the trailer, we can see a new enemy covered in black armor just like the John Tower. Many people think that this is either going to be a John zombie or a resurrected John Tower, just like the resurrected Juggernauts. And many people just think, I don't know. And there's also seen, there's also going to be, there's not going to be, there's seen a new type of zombie as well, which is the resurrected laser gunner. A lot of people think that, it's laser gunner high-tech armor. He's probably going to have bullet resistance and explosive resistance, which is not going to be good for us, considering we're going to need a lot of laser gunners and top half juggernauts to counter him. Now we're gonna go on to what boss many people speculate to be the final boss of the mode, the Apex Predator. The Apex Predator, from what I can see in one of John's thumbnails, might have around 500,000 HP, which on its own isn't that much. But then you need to consider the fact that this is TDX and your towers have HP, so your towers can die. So that is a lot. The Apex Predator looks like normal Predator, but he's bigger and has some sort of claw as his weapon. We can also see in the trailer, excuse me, you can also see in the trailer that he can use his laser eye to kill your towers, which is already crazy enough. In the trailer, we can also see that the Eradicator Mark IV or Mark IV can, after getting a lot of damage, just start running like the Void Reaver. He's just gonna start running towards the exit like the Void Reaver. And that already on its own is not good. And the thing that we saw about Eradicator Mark IC or Mark 3C or Mark 1C, whatever, I'll just call him Mark III, is that we heard his screech for a faint moment, which is very loud, or is gonna be very, very loud. And now there are also a few more enemies like the Calamity, so we're just gonna start on the Calamity first. The Calamity looks like some sort of fleshy thing that just spawned out of hell, for me at least. I don't know about you guys. The Calamity for me looks extremely creepy. Now we have the Errata dog, which, it's a dog. And since it's a dog, it's probably gonna run. Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen. And when it's running, of course it's gonna be super fast. So your towers might not be able to kill it, which is also going to be an extremely huge problem. Now I know I haven't covered all of the enemies, but I do not know any other ones since, there aren't. Well, not that there aren't, but I just forgot other ones. So if you want to go check them out, consider joining the TDX Discord server, which is free. And go on to John Roblox's channel if you want to actually join it, and go to the TDX spread thing and just look at all the enemies, and then look back at this video. Now from my speculations, I feel like the nightmare mode is going to be a very, very hard mode, which is going to have around 8+ bosses. That has been confirmed. It's going to have around 8 bosses to deal with, and it might be renamed to Endless Mode, which, yeah, I do not like that new name. The new name does not sound as good as Nightmare Mode, although that might be true since there already is a Christmas Nightmare Mode. So yeah, that. Anyway, what I think about this mode is that it's going to be very exciting, and since there's going to be 8 bosses and a ton of new enemies like the Eratidog, the Resurrected Laser Gunner, and the Resurrected John, we're probably going to see some new towers, and we're probably going to get a huge cash grab if we actually win the mode. Hence there being Golden Juggernaut in the trailer, and possibly Golden Ranger. Now, what I think about Golden Ranger is that it's going to be like a very good early game tower, like the Golden Scout from TDS. The Golden Scout from TDS is a phenomenal early game tower. And when I think about the Golden Ranger, the only thing that can come up to my mind is the Golden Scout, because it's probably going to be like the Golden Scout. Yap, 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 yap. I get it, I'm yapping. Anyway, I feel like the Golden Juggernaut is going to be like super OP. And it's gonna have like, I don't know, like 100 and something damage. Considering that it has that much damage, it's gonna skyrocket in DPS, which will be needed. It will be needed for this very hard mode. We haven't seen the Calamity attacking though, so we don't know its attacks. But from John teasing the Mark IV, the Eradicator Mark IV, we can see that it can shoot a whole ass fucking nuke on your towers and just explode them. And it does look like a frog, so I might be speculating that it might be able to jump around as well, but that's just me, so don't take that seriously. Another speculation that I have is the Eradicator Mark 1C. The hell was that? Whatever. The Eradicator Mark 1C is gonna be able to like, one-shot all of your towers, including your normal Juggernauts, if you for some reason decide to bring normal Juggernaut into this mode. And he might be able to damage your warships, considering he has a huge rocket pod. In fact, 2 of them, if I can remember correctly. And that is not going to be good, considering that no game in the game right now can damage warship, except for maybe, I think, Eradicator Mark II. But that's a slim chance, because not all times can he attack your warship, and even when he does, it's not going to deal a lot of damage to the warship anyway. So that doesn't really matter. And considering that the Eradicator Mark IV or the Eradicator Mark IV also has a very huge rocket pod, it might also be able to do serious damage to warships. And that is not good. That's all I'm going to say. That's not good whatsoever. Oh, and John also teased that there might, well, I don't know if he actually teased it, but there might also be a new Grenadier. Yeah, I think all of you that are watching this video right now are fucking pissed. And you know what? I'm also pissed as hell, because I do not want another Grenadier. The Elite Grenadier is already so fucking bad. I don't need another one. John, are you drunk? Anyway, well, there isn't much to cover about this mode because it hasn't came out yet. But a lot of people speculate that the Apex Predator is going to be the final boss, considering that the Eradicator Mark IV has only 100,000 HP. That's not fit enough to be a final boss. The Apex Predator has 5 times that, so a lot of people think it's going to be the final boss. Or, you know what, this is my speculation, it also might be the Calamity. The Calamity seems like a final boss towards me. Because after all, the Calamity, there's just simply no way that Dr. Exanon was able to actually make it. It looks otherworldly. It looks like an alien. And Mark IC is also a good candidate, considering it was the first boss to get its OST leaked, original soundtrack leaked, and its song leaked, which is called Sink Your Teeth In. Sink Your Teeth In is also made by the GJ, so yeah, you guys better go support the GJ right now. The GJ makes amazing songs from what I've heard, and he's also made the Hellspawn OST from Eradicator Mark IV. And that's pretty much everything I can talk about for the Nightmare mode that is upcoming in a few weeks, in like 1 or 2 weeks. Oh fuck, not this wave. Anyway, that is everything I can talk about, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.